get started. Let me see if you guys can see me if I'm standing a little bit short. All right. Welcome to your quick stretch, everybody. We're going to start with our arms. Bring them up nice and tall. Interlock the hands together at the top and reach nice and tall to the ceiling. Let them go. Bring them back up. Place the hands together and then lift up and over a little bit to the right. And then back and up and over to the left. Arms out flat. Hands on the shoulders. Lift those elbows all the way up and back. We're going to go 5 times to the back. And 5 to the front. And hold those elbows out. Bring them in front. Try to touch them together. And open. Try to touch those elbows in the back. And repeat. Close in front. And open to the back. Take those arms. Extend them out straight. Nice big arm circle to the back. Arms are almost feeling tired at this point. Bring them to the front. Take the hands, interlock them behind you. And hold it here. Pulling those arms backwards. If you need to hinge it over, add a little bit of more tension on there. And bring it right back up. All right, we're going to bring our hands up to our head. And we're going to do some good mornings, even though it's afternoon. It's a good joke, right? All right, hands up. You're going to have your feet shoulder width apart right under the hips. I want you to have nice, soft, bent knees, not locking them out, nice and soft. Go ahead and pull that core in. I want you to focus on squeezing your glutes and keeping those nice and tight this whole time. You're just going to hinge at the hips and sit the hips back and bring it right back up. So we're just going to essentially, we're just sticking the booty out to the back and bring it right back forward. Keeping that core tight and keeping the glutes squeezed will help extend and not take our back into it. We're going to keep repeating, bring it down. When you feel that stretch in the hamstrings, that's where you stop and bring it right back up. We're going to do 2 more. Up. Last one. And bring it up. We're going to grab that right leg. Hold on to that foot. Test your balance here. And other side. Pulling it very gently. Keep the knee facing down at the ground. Good. Take that foot, stick it out in front, right foot. Bring the toes up to the ceiling. And you can sit the hips back, straighten out that front leg. Same thing with our left. Bring it out in front, sit it down. Make sure your hands are on your thigh and not on the knee. Bring it back up. From here, we're going to stretch out our right foot. So take that right foot, press the toes into the floor. So think of spreading out all of your toes, and then go ahead and rock your foot side to side. And then flip the foot over, tuck the toes underneath, and stretch out the front of that ankle. And release, same thing on that left foot. So pressing the toes down and in. And then flip the foot over. Good. From here, take that right foot. And we're just going to do a simple little balance exercise. So I want you to stand on one foot, just pick up that left foot, and I want you to either hold it here on this one foot, and I want you to hold your balance here. If you're struggling to hold it on one foot, stay right here. If you are a balance pro, I want you to try to bring it up onto the toes. So this is going to be the ultimate harder level. So bring it up onto the toes, test your balance, and then bring it back down. So we're going to do our left leg. So same thing, bring it up to here, find your balance, find a spot somewhere and stare at it. And if you feel like it, bring it up onto the toes. I was a dancer, you guys, and this was my turning leg, so don't feel like you have to be up there like that. And bring it back down. Don't forget to test your balance every so often. Challenge yourself. We lose it too easily. Go ahead and take those legs out into a little bit wider than shoulder width. And then same thing, we're going to stick those hips out to the back, hinging at the hips. And I'm going to bring it down. If you can reach the ground, place your hands down on the ground. I'm going to have you bend your knees from this position, like you're sitting into a chair. Bring that chest forward and then bring it right back up. So the goal with these ones is to make sure that those hips are staying back. So bring it down, touch the hands to the ground, sit it down into your chair, watch the knees, arms up, and press it through. We're going to do this one more time. Hinge it over, sit those hips down, look forward, arms up, and press. All right, right foot in front. We're going to go into our little lunge series. Bring that right foot out in front and bring that back leg out. You want to focus on keeping the weight in that front heel. Keep both of those hips facing forward. And then bring that left hand down and your right arm up. And open and look up at the ceiling. And then bring that right hand down. Place both hands on the inside of that leg and drop that back knee down. Tuck the toe under. And repeat. We're going to come up and press that hip forward one more time. You can always lean forward with this. Sometimes if you lean a little bit too far back, you might start to feel a little bit of strain there. So feel free to just continue that motion in that nice line. And then take that right foot, walk it over to the left. Let that leg fall open into a pigeon position. And now you're going to want to fall over to that right side. Try to stay up. And you can bring that foot closer to you so that you can stay up and keep those hips square. And you can stay up on your hands in this position, or you can take it down onto the elbows. We're going to hang out here, take a couple of nice big deep breaths. Good. And bring it up. Place that foot right between your hands. So we want pretty much a nice right angle with that knee. And from here, we're just going to rock the hips back and straighten out that front leg as straight as you can get it. Not super straight for me. Feel the stretch in the hamstring. And then bring it forward. Press the hips through. And then inhale, rock it back, straighten that leg. And release, bring that leg underneath so that you are on all fours. open the knees a little bit wider than your hips, and then sit the hips back into your child's pose. Reach those arms out forward. Good, bring it all the way back up. We're gonna repeat through from the top with our left leg. So you're gonna bring it up to standing, up nice and tall. And then left foot's in front. Keep those hips square to the front. And then bring it down. Right hand down, left arm comes up. And then bring both hands to the inside of that leg. Drop your knee, tuck your toe. And then bring your hands back up. Find your balance. Making sure that that foot is further out than your knee is, or keep it right in line. And then straighten that leg. Bring it back. And then bring it right back up. And bring both hands down. We're gonna cross it over to the left side or right side for our pigeon. Let that knee fall down and open. And you can hang out on the elbows or on the hands, whatever is most comfortable for you. And bringing it back up. Place that left foot between the hands. Pressing those hips forward and down. Rock the hips back, straighten out that leg. When you feel that tension kick in, hold it. And then slowly release, bring it back forward. And then rock it back one more time. You can flex the foot, you can bring the toes up, or you can keep the foot flat. It's up to you. Good, and release. Bring that leg underneath onto all fours. We are gonna do a frog stretch. So you're gonna take your knees, and I want your feet to stay in line with your knees so that your legs are straight. All you're gonna do is just let the knees slide out to the side, almost like a straddle. And then bring it down onto the elbows. So wherever you stop is where you stop. Everyone's gonna have different lengths. So this is our hip opener on our inside of our hip flexors. And what you can do is you can walk your elbows out forward to stretch a little bit more of the tops. And then you can walk yourself back a little bit and you'll feel it stretching into a couple different places as well. And we're gonna hold this one for a little bit because you'll feel it's pretty intense, especially if you're on a hard surface, a floor, and you're sliding. It's not as bad on carpet. And then inhale, bring the legs in. And bring our legs out in front of us. We're gonna bring our knees to our chest. And then bring them to a tabletop position so that our knees are in line with our hips. And then we're gonna take our arms, extend them out. Make sure I have some more. And then you're gonna take those legs, you're just gonna let them fall to the left. Controlled, let them come down on this side. And then bring them right back up through the center and bring them over to the right. And then bring them back through. And over to the left. And one more time, up and over to the right. Bring the legs back into center, extend both legs up straight, and then flex the feet. Stretch out those hamstrings, the calves. Hold it here. You're gonna bend both knees. Bring it down. And I want you to point the toes in this little position and then extend the legs back up straight as you can get them. And then when you get to the top, flex the feet, bend them back down. To point and extend, to flex and bend. Repeat, point, extend, flex, and bend. Hold the insides of the feet for our happy baby. Pressing the knees down on each side of you. Good, release those feet, extend the legs out, and extend the arms above the head. And I want you to reach in both directions like you're being pulled by the toes and by the fingertips. And then roll it over onto the stomach, into a nice little cobra position. You can extend the arms straight for more of a stretch. And bring it back down, up to your child's pose. Take a nice big deep breath in. And shake it out. You guys are all done. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And if you join the FICO program, start checking things off this week.